let's go a little bit further. After King Saul, after David becomes king and he dies, we have King Solomon come into play. And here we're
Mm-hmm.
going to have this love thing come up all again. Weren't King Solomon's connections with all of those foreign women, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of them? I
700 wives and a lot of concubines.
think there were 300 concubines.
It's a lot of women.
It's ridiculous. Okay. His connection with these foreign women, weren't they evidences of dangerous and unhealthy soul ties? Because people can say, well, he was drawn to them, and here you have it, and you've got this together. And what are you supposed to do? Let's look at how the Bible describes it. Before we start with that, let's look at Solomon's devotion to God. Let's look at First Kings chapter 3, verse 3.
Now Solomon loved, and again, that's that same Hebrew word, loved the Lord, walking in the statutes of his father David. So far,
Okay.
so good.
Same Hebrew word.
Yeah.
He loved God. And then we go down to what happens a little later in his rule. The distractions, the power of his kingship overrode his devotion to God, and we're going to see that in First Kings chapter 11, verses 1 and 2.
Now King Solomon loved, same word, many foreign women from the nations concerning which the Lord had said to the sons of Israel, you shall not associate with them, nor shall they associate with you, for they will surely turn your heart away after their gods. Solomon held fast to those in love.
So to those in admiration, he was drawn to them. And you can say, well, these were soul ties. And the answer is no, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were attractions that Solomon entertained and then rationalized into becoming a way of life. And it cost him dearly. And I know those people who believe in soul ties can argue, but see, that's the danger of soul ties. No, that's the danger of lust.
Yeah.
That's the danger of misplacing your dedication in life. When we believe in this concept of soul ties, what's happening is we're taking life circumstances and we're saying they're beyond my reach now. I am a victim of what happens around me and I have no choice. You look at what Solomon wrote afterwards, and what he said in Proverbs all the time was, all is vanity, all is vanity,
Mhm.
all is vanity. He learned. This is not mystical. This is human emotion running wild. We need to understand that and call it exactly what it is.
Yeah, and in the case of Solomon, it was pretty blatant idolatry
Yeah.
because he was going after these foreign women. So I've noticed a pattern with these Christian internet preachers that say that this is scriptural. They hold up as proof whatever scripture legitimately describes any kind of meaningful relationship, like those that we've gone over. So two more that you might hear of is 1 Corinthians 6:16. That was a warning in the New Testament that sleeping with prostitutes results in, quote, the two shall become one flesh. Very similar to that Adam and Eve. So they say this soul tie is created through the sexual act. And Colossians 2:2, where the Apostle Paul says, the hearts of the brethren have been knit together in love. Therefore, they say, we have a soul tie with every other believer.
Well, first of all, if you're knit together in love, and that I believe is that selfless love, that's a
Right.
choice. That's not a destiny that's driven by some mystical power. You've decided to be there. And folks, that's really the core value of what we're talking about here. This is all about making choices. Let's not make it about something where we can rationalize our feelings away and say, well, I'm just a victim of it. No, you're not. Stand up.